Ready to serve you, ma'am.
Good, he's my helper today. Any of you who know me know that accessorizing is one of my favorite parts of a decorating project. I like it so much because it takes a well-designed and planned room from public to private. In other words, anyone can put that sofa with that chair and area rug, but it's the stuff that Matt calls it that really makes a room personal. Well, accessories can work the same magic on the outside of your home. And this time I'm not talking about the flowers and benches with pillows. I'm talking about the accessories you add right to your home. Now I'm going to talk about 3 different exterior scenarios. 1, you already have insulated vinyl siding. 2, you're getting ready to vinyl side your exterior. And 3, you haven't even thought about or perhaps can't change your exterior.
Right. I hate to interrupt you because you're on a great flow here, and I know you're telling a great story. But, I have to tell people, Shari and I have been associated with interior decorating, interior design forever. But you are amiss if you don't tell them how much we enjoy exterior decorating. Yeah. We have both been in the business so long that we have done a lot of exterior homes. We've decorated a lot of homes. And it's one of our favorite things to do.
It is.
I have spent many hours driving around in our van together, and she's yelling to me, pull over, I got to find out what the color of that house is. So this is really quite exciting for us.
Absolutely.
And this is such a neat product, and it saves so much time that I'm glad we're finally talking about it.
I think so too.
So I'm going to help you kind of move things around, but I wanted people to know that.
I'm glad you said it.
Okay, I'll shut up.
All right, we'll start at the beginning. If you have a vinyl-sided home, don't even think about settling for bland or run-of-the-mill exterior. Take a little time to look around your neighborhood, which is just what you mentioned, or find books at the library. It's another good way, that showcase home exteriors. Find homes that are similar to yours but have that extra pizzazz. And many times that added pizzazz is in the details.
Perfect.
Now, how about adding vinyl shutters to your home?
Okay.
It's a real basic. It's the perfect opportunity to bring in another color, number 1, another layer, and also a whole lot of interest. Now, shutters come in the traditional louvered style, which I'm sure you're all familiar with. This one, which is called a raised panel design. And you can get a combination of both of those, where the louvers are at the top and the raised panels at the bottom. Or there's a real neat board and batten shutter with 2 boards and the battens that kind of hold it together. That gives you a little more country or rustic look. And this, I love this part, there's even such a thing as accessories having accessories.
Absolutely.
How exciting is that? Here's an accessory. You can get shutter tops for your shutters if you have rounded windows. And they'll do sort of this elliptical, or you can actually get a quarter round. And the way this works is, your window is over here. The curve is coming around like this because if you were to actually shut the shutters, the rounded edge would have to be along the rounded edge of the window. Okay? And don't forget,
perfect sense. All the little details?
All the fun details, more accessories adding to accessories. You can add decorative hinges.
Very lightweight, nice.
We have the S-hooks that really dress up your home and add those extra details. This goes down the bottom as if it's holding it in place. And look at these. Lightweight, made out of vinyl.
While you're on that topic, these to me are such a time saver. Many times in my career, I've painted shutters. And especially, you talked about those louvered shutters.
They're tough.
When you have wooden shutters and the paint starts to fail, you have to scrape off all that paint. You can't paint over that. So you need all that time and effort to clean those up. Why wouldn't you want to install one of these? Even if you don't have vinyl siding in your home, you can still add details like this, and it's going to save you a lot of time as far as the prep and the paint. But if you're using this in combination with a insulated vinyl siding, what a sharp look. So it just saves you time. So I thought I'd throw that in.
So dump those old wood shutters.
Yeah, really. I mean, if you have to repaint, get these.
Okay, now you're in my way.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Have you seen these half-round sunbursts? Now, they come in an elliptical shape as well, which is really just a little bit squattier. And these can be used over windows and combined with shutters, or I've even seen them over entry doors, combined with door trim and door shutters, and it really makes an impressive statement. And these, like just about everything you're going to see here, come in like dozen colors. It's very nice.
That's great.
Now, my second scenario is if you're thinking about re-siding your home with insulated vinyl siding. If so, I want you to also avoid creating that blah exterior. Did you know that you can get insulated vinyl specialty shapes? For instance, cedar shakes that you're familiar with, or even Victorian scallop shingles. The vinyl cedar shakes are made from molds of real cedar shakes, so they look exactly like wood. And the Victorian scallop shingles are just one pattern. I mean, just look at all these options. We have the round, hexagon,
Nice.
getting fancy here, mitered corner. This particular one is called a half cove, and there are even more shapes than this. Now, these are wonderful for accenting a gable or just creating visual interest that extends all the way around your home. Well, now take a look at this photo here, how they use the combination of styles on this home. On the bottom, the look of real cedar shakes, and on the top, to accent the gable, they use the round scallop design. Don't forget about adding columns and railings to porches or balconies. Now, you can't deny the personality that this brings to this home.
Hey, can I jump in real quick? You know, I had a house, had an old Cape Cod style house that had cedar shake, the real cedar shake, and it was a nightmare to paint, and I know that you helped me. We spent a lot of time up on ladders. It took about 5 years out of my life. If I would have known that I could have gone with the insulated vinyl siding, I probably wouldn't have painted. I would have just resurfaced.
It looks just as good.
Well, actually, it's almost prettier because mine, once I scraped it, I did some damage, and you know, it never was the right size anymore.
All right, well, keeping function in mind, you want to investigate the variety of different mounting blocks, and these will allow electrical connections to be made over the top of the house wrap, or just simple, efficient installation of lighting fixtures, meters, and vents to give your home the highest quality finish. All right, now my third scenario, you aren't even thinking about insulated vinyl siding. Well, no matter what your home is made of, details still make the difference. Details like this dental trim that can be placed at the top edge of your exterior walls. Now, dental trim is a wonderful way to add a little class to any home, whether it be vinyl, wood, or even brick-sided. Creates a really nice textural depth and visually interesting interplays of both light and shadow. Now, vinyl dental trim can come in a scalloped tooth where this front edge is kind of gently carved out, or a square tooth like you see in this example. And notice that the example that I showed you isn't in classic white. Don't be afraid to add colored moldings to your home if the combinations make sense. Now, other pretty details are simple gable vents, and they come in all sorts of shapes from round to half round, rectangular, and this nice octagon shape as well. And they can be functional if you need vent to actually vent your attic space, or they can be decorative like the one that you see here. Now you can see this pretty white one on this red house, along with a variety of other nice details like the classic window headers with the keystone look, and here are those board and batten shutters I mentioned earlier. Notice too how they have taken this fascia board and rounded it because of the keystone. Now by rounding it, they give the keystone a little bit more room, and it's a really nice detail. And of course, this is an excellent time to mention, since I'm showing you a picture of a red house, that the cedar look shakes and specialty shingles come in a wide variety of really deep, rich colors like the barn red, sable brown, spruce, and Pacific blue. Oh, and remember too that the little additions to your home can be insulated as well to keep the integrity of the insulated vinyl siding that you've already or are planning to add. So that's good news. So did I surprise you with all the wonderful accessories you can add to the exterior of your home? And just think, we didn't even talk about what door surrounds, decorative windows, we barely mentioned porches, there's brackets and gingerbread, and with so many interesting accessories available, you never have to settle for a boring exterior because the possibilities are endless.